Have you ever wondered why some broiler farmers seem to make thousands of shillings every few weeks while others struggle and give up? The difference is rarely luck. More often, it's knowledge, planning, and discipline. Let me tell you the story of James, a young man who discovered this the hard way. James had always wanted to earn extra income. Every day he saw people buying chicken from hotels, butcheries, and supermarkets. So he believed broiler farming was a guaranteed path to wealth. Excited by the opportunity, he borrowed some money from a friend and bought 100-day-old chicks. For the first 2 weeks, everything looked promising. The chicks were growing well, and he imagined the profits he would soon make. But by the third week, problems started. Feed costs were much higher than he had expected. A few birds became sick because he delayed vaccination, and some died. By the time he sold the remaining birds, he realized he had made almost no profit. Disappointed, he almost quit. Then an experienced poultry farmer gave him one piece of advice that changed everything. Broiler farming is not just about raising chickens. It is a business, and every successful business is managed with a plan. James decided to start again, but this time he kept detailed records of every expense. He bought quality chicks from a trusted hatchery, followed the vaccination schedule without fail, ensured clean drinking water was always available, and used high-quality feed. Most importantly, he looked for buyers before the birds were ready for sale instead of waiting until the last minute. 6 weeks later, his broilers averaged over 2 kilograms each. Since he had already secured customers, he sold all 100 birds within 2 days. After subtracting the costs of chicks, feed, vaccines, bedding, and other expenses, James made a healthy profit. It wasn't millions overnight, but it was enough to prove that the business could work. He didn't spend the profit on luxury items. Instead, he reinvested it and increased his flock to 250 birds, then 500. With every cycle, his income grew because he had learned how to reduce losses and improve efficiency. The biggest lesson from James is simple. Profits in broiler farming are made long before the birds are sold. They are made through good management, proper feeding, disease prevention, and having a ready market. Farmers who ignore these basics blame the business, while those who master them build sustainable incomes. If you're thinking about starting a broiler business, don't focus only on how much money to make. Focus on learning the right skills, keeping accurate records, and treating your farm like a real business. With patience, discipline, and consistent improvement, broiler farming is one of the most rewarding ventures. Remember, every successful poultry farmer started with a single decision to begin. The question is not whether broiler farming is profitable. The real question is whether you're ready to run it profitably.